Okay, one more, just because I'm getting used to the little floaty camera thingy. I'm a real YouTuber now because I figured out how to get the little floaty camera thingy. So let's react. I'm sure this will be beautifully. I'm sure this will be just fun as hell. Like whenever it says woke panelist triggered, and you got some schmarmy baby face guy looking like that, you know it's gonna be really good. You know. Don't get too excited, mate. It could suck. So anyway.
Some religious studies before you start chatting.
Well, thank you for the ad hominem attacks. I'm sure that means you have a really strong argument, but I think the young working class girls who probably grew up in the same areas that you did would beg to differ. I don't understand what you're saying. I've read the Quran. I've seen what's in there. Even if you don't think that my interpretation of the Quran is correct, I would point you to, I don't know, what countries have the most issues when it comes to child brides and raping of young girls and children. It's obviously a systemic cultural problem with Islam. It's not a problem that is contained or unique to the West. And I don't know, last time I checked, this whole grooming gang phenomenon is what contained primarily to Muslim men, and it really only started when you started seeing mass migration waves.
I just think this is so dangerous what you're saying. I mean, okay, so in the United Kingdom, 1 in 3 school children.
I think it's dangerous.
Can I just finish what I was going to say?
Cultures who are willing to rape young women.
Some religious studies before you start chatting.
Ooh.
Well, thank you for the ad.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the title says woke panelist gets triggered, and there she was. All the physiognomy of the you'd expect of a, oh, that's just blah, 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 blah. And she talked over the other lady. And what was the other lady talking about? Oh, yeah, what everybody is talking about behind closed doors. The fact that there is a big problem in the UK, isn't there now? Now, if you're new to the whole grooming gang thing, then I would suggest to you that you should have started, I don't know, watching just pick one of these, you know, alt-right, populist right, alt media broadcasters, just the podcast Lotus Eaters. Because if you don't know what if this seems new to you, then you missed it when it was really happening. But this is going to be bad because Jess Phillips, the poster girl of woke young feisty feminists, you know, the BBC. Let's suck that taxpayer money up, and you know, and just right. So Jess Phillips, you know, is now basically, it's now really clear that she knew enough about these grooming gangs targeting white women exclusively for. I'm not gonna. It's depressing to bring it up, and I still don't know the rules of YouTube, so better be careful. But yeah, man. I mean, like, why is she still going? Because like, this girl's just saying what a lot of people are saying. Like, the government. There was this bad stuff going on, man. Like, the people involved in this grooming gangs, they were far enough embedded in UK culture that they had influence in the legal system and threats and stuff, and there were a lot of people going, hang on a sec, what's going on here? And you know, these people, this was really bad, and now Elon Musk has just gone, oh shit, I'm late to the bandwagon, you know, because he wants really bad to be on the bleeding edge of the culture war, and he's just like, what's going on with this grooming gang stuff? And it's like, oh, this is going to be great. And the government just went, oh no, we need an inquiry about this. And yeah, of course. Oh, no. Yeah, well, you know what, lady? Like, the one with the weird forehead, the exact physiognomy you expect from the title of this video. I mean, this lady fits the physiognomy of an anti-feminist. But I mean, this is the problem with, like, you having an idea in your head of exactly how someone looks before you even fucking play the video. This is weird. There's weird times you live in, because you know, I don't know if you're the same, but you watch something and you go, oh, you have a comment in mind, and you go, oh, I know it. Somebody's already said it, and you go in there and you go, there it is. Yep. I'm a comedian, and so is everybody else. And you go to the comments and you go, oh, somebody's probably already said what I'm going to say, and there it is. And it's a great feeling. the comment section is this weird little phenomenon because, you know, the ladies like the one at the title with the weird forehead, right? Well, like people like that, they've been telling us all for ages, you know, you can't say that. If you do, we're going to ban you from social media because, you know, you need to be, you know, messaging is important, you know, and like, look, I mean, fine, you know, until kids have some way to, you know, screen kids on social media, yeah, we probably shouldn't be just talking like we are at the pub. But I mean, like, this grooming gang thing, I mean, for fuck's sake, like, as a poster child feminist like Jess Phillips in the government, you know, saying, hey, look, you know, don't dismiss me as a young woman in Parliament, you know, the patriarchy, you know, I'm a serious politician, and so Jess is. And if she's serious, then like, okay, so aren't you accountable for the failures of the government and the institutions because of a highly organized grooming gang of Pakistani men who targeted white women? Did you know anything, Jess? You know, but I mean, yeah. Do these Daily Wire guys, do they just have a bunch of like, is it like rent a physiognomy forehead feminist? Like, because they just like, I keep seeing different ones. They keep coming up and saying dumb shit, and talking over each other and going, oh, and you go, and you know, there's always some schmarmy little clean shaven faced right wing guy who's like, I'm gonna say a zinger. You know? Well, you know, the only thing funnier than what I'm thinking in my head is when, you know, when a feminist gets triggered, am I right? and then I mean, what's going on here, man? Ugh. Anyway, the most normal person here is apparently this woman. You know, like when I say normal, I mean like, I mean, where would you put her just at face value? Well, like, refreshingly, she could be anywhere. And she just said normal shit. And I reckon if, you know, she got challenged, she would be like, okay, I'm being challenged. And, you know, if somebody did it in a schmarmy sexist way, she's going to recognize it, but she's not going to just fall into the anyway, I just pulled that sound out of my mouth on the fly, and it was suitably irritating and annoying, so I just kept doing it. And yeah, welcome to the world of reaction videos, I suppose. Yeah, Jess Phillips, you're in a lot of trouble, and I hate pulling out tropes about different men and women, but I mean, if there's one word that all my male friends pull out at some point, male feminist, alphas, hippies, right-wingers, giga chads, sigma grind, all of us know the term. Women really don't like accountability. And this freight train of accountability from literal grooming rape gangs getting away with it a little bit, getting special treatment in jail, the government hoping it's all just going to go away. Well, the weaponized autistic genius man himself just went, hey, it's new to me. I don't like you, Starmer guy, and you're trying to be all pushy with me, and and I don't like what's going on in the UK. And hey, this grooming gang thing, well, why isn't there an inquiry? And indeed, why isn't there, Jess? You know, if some accountability is coming for you, and what are you going to do? Like, call the patriarchy up, the toffs behind the scenes, you know, the aristocratic class that owns 70% of the land, that don't really care about the Westminster back and forth because they're above it. Like, those guys could help you. You know, if they're going to find some stuff, Jess, patriarchy might be the only people that can, like, you can get out of this. So, yeah. I'm sure for every Jess Phillips out there stumbling into shit that she's over her head and hoping the problem's going to go away and it ain't, well, some shady lizard-looking guy with blue blood, some little fidget toy, you know, part of some weird secret society, who knows what the hell he's into, but hey, he can make it all go away. I'm not sure what you'll have to do. That's probably in a Stanley Kubrick script. Some movie that was like the sequel to Eyes Wide Shut that he was never allowed to make. Yeah, who did kill Stanley Kubrick and why? Jess Phillips, because if you want to make this go away, there's going to be a price to pay, and I got a lot of friends who go real far down this rabbit hole, and I don't know. I don't, because the idea that like these people are actually doing the kind of things that you hear on right-wing channels, I'm just like, I'm not quite ready for that, but maybe they are, Jess. Maybe you're going to have to sacrifice a baby, and maybe they'll own you for the rest of your life, and then, you know, well, then the patriarchy own you again. Hey, so, and all you have to do is just mess up and not own up, because accountability is coming for you, Jess.